Either you're a slave or you're not, but there's no degrees of slavery. If somebody controls your mind and your will, what you think and what you do, then you are a slave by any degree. So do you 100% control your time and your mind? Do you control your will? Now, if we're being 100% honest, then a lot of us are going to have to say no. That we are the slaves by degrees of things that control us. Things that we want to do but can't do because we are controlled. Whether it's the bills, whether it's our job, whether it's the relationships, whether we're controlled by fear itself, whether it's the clocks, the time, the calendar, things that tell us what we can and cannot do, whether it's insecurity or judgment, whether it's the government, whether it's the bank, whether it's the school system. See, it's a difference because most people just want liberty. That's not what we're going for here. Liberty is like a slave who was once in a cage and then let out onto the field on the plantation where they had more liberty to move around, but they still a slave. And then that same slave, they like, well, shoot, now we're gonna let you off the plantation. You get more privileges. You get to work in the house. Now you get to be cool away from this plantation. So now you get more privileges. You get greater liberty, but you're still a slave because you still work for the master, the boss who controls your time, your mind, and your will. And then that slave say, you know what? We're gonna give you even more liberty. So now, not only can he leave the plantation, he can go and do errands for the boss, come back, right? And then we give you weapons, but the weapons that we give you are only be used to put the other slaves in check. Think about that for a second. Now, guess what? The slave in the cage, he's the most ferocious one because he wants the whole system to burn down because he has the most to benefit from it in this caste system, right? But the one that just got let on the field, he like, man, chill out, man. They just let us through. Like, you wild, and be one day they gonna let you out here too. You understand me? And then the slave in the house, he ready to put all of them in check. Like, man, they tripping. They gonna mess up all the privilege that I just got from master. And then the one that gets even more liberty where he can police them that's on the house, the field, in the cage, he go put them in order and start working for the system itself to check the slaves. And then you have some that say, I don't care if you let me in the field, the house, whether I'm in the cage, I want complete and true liberation and freedom.